About 11 and a half hours away from an Oakland County judge ruling on whether abortion services can continue across Michigan.
That decision is pending while anti-abortion groups are working to get a potential abortion proposal kicked off the ballot. Mara McDonald, live at the Oakland County Circuit Court. Mara, let's start with the impending ruling.
Hi, Kimberly. That judge here in Oakland County is expected to rule from the bench in the morning, and here is what is at stake. Governor Whitmer got an injunction, a restraining order, against a 1931 law that criminalizes abortion. If the judge does not continue that injunction, it would mean that county prosecutors could prosecute doctors who perform and women who seek abortions. The state arguing if the judge removes that temporary injunction, it will cause chaos for women across the state.
When you think about whether or not the preliminary injunction should be entered, I have to highlight the significance of these issues to 2 million women in the state of Michigan. It's incredibly important that they not be injured while the court takes the time necessary to consider the issues.
Those trying to get the 1931 abortion ban enacted say prosecutors are having their duties infringed upon.
The governor is trying to take away the right of the voice of the people for everybody to weigh in, not just her.
All of this legal maneuvering would affect the interim. A ballot proposal which turned in more than 700,000 signatures is asking Michigan voters to weigh in on whether abortion should be legal in Michigan this November. But a group has now filed a formal challenge to get it kicked off the ballot, not because all those hundreds of thousands of signatures are bad, but because of what appears to be a text formatting error which has some sentences that lack spaces. The argument is this is, quote, incomprehensible argle-bargle. But after consulting attorneys not affiliated with this case, they dispute it's gibberish. You can clearly see the words. The spacing is the issue. Back here live, the whole issue goes in front of the State Board of Canvassers on August 31st. That's when that board will decide whether to certify that ballot proposal. And you'll remember that that state board is made up of 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats. Kimberly Devin, we're live in Pontiac tonight. Back to you.
Speaking of which, Mara, what happens if the Board of Canvassers splits along party lines and does not certify?
So if that actually does happen, then you can absolutely bet this heads to court. And I was talking to some legal minds whose prowess in the field I respect. And I will tell you this, not one thinks that this does not end up on the November ballot. It may take a court order to get there, but they believe it happens.
Okay.
Back to you.
We'll be following it, Mara. Thank you.